Well, this rectification of error is our topic, and we have already discussed few categories of errors and how to tackle with those rectification things. And now in this module we will be discussing that what happens when there is an error in either side of the trial balance and how to locate that error, or in a way how to locate suspense account. Or if the suspense account is not there and there is some missing accounting information, we know that that information should have been there, then what to do, how to trace that missing information in a trial balance. So this practice will give us that information. Just have a look on it that Anjum has extracted following balances from the books of accounts. Okay, and now there is an issue with Anjum, and the issue is that she has forgotten to extract the balance of discount allowed account. Okay, she knows that there is a discount allowed, but she cannot trace that discount allowed from her books of accounts. So you have to help her now. Ready? Okay. So here we go. She has extracted these balances of the ledger accounts. You can see there is plant and machinery, there is property, inventory, payables, receivables, bank overdraft, loan, capital, drawings, sales, purchases, purchase return, but she doesn't know how much is the discount allowed figure. Okay, discount received is there and sundry expenses are also there. So what to do? The thing is, we know that there are certain debit and credit balances, but these all are placed in one single column. So how you will help her? Because you are a good accountant and you know very well that if this trial balance will be prepared in terms of debit column and credit column, then we can trace out a missing figure. And we also know that this discount allowed is an expense, and we can trace this discount allowed in the debit side of the trial balance. Let's see. Well, so very smartly what you did, that plant and machinery you place in the debit side, property, yes, it is an asset, placed in the debit side, inventory is an asset, payable is a liability, placed in the credit side, receivables are asset in the debit side, overdraft we know very well that it is a liability of credit nature, it comes in the credit side, loans are liability, and capital is equity, drawings is contra to capital, it is always appearing in the debit side. Okay, remember this is contra nature of account. Sales are our income and these always appear in the credit side. Purchases in the debit side. Purchases return, again this is contra. Okay, and this contra is always against the purchases. Purchases are in the debit and purchase returns are in the credit side. Discount allowed, we are leaving this. Discount received is our income in the credit side, and sundry expenses are expenses in the debit side. So what to do? First make total of all these given figures and make total of this. Okay, we see that credit side is heavier than the debit side and the difference is of 7,520. So what we will say, since there is only one figure which is missing, so we will consider this difference as our discount allowed. So this is how you will be helping Anjum in tracing her discount allowed balance. Okay, so the important tips to remember in this module are that assets and expense heads always appear in the debit side of the trial balance. So put all assets and expenses in the debit side of the trial balance that you can identify very well. You have this expertise now. And The second thing is capital liabilities and incomes should always appear in the credit side of the trial balance. So trace all those and put in the credit side. Okay. And a special concentration should be given on the contra items, because contra items always behave opposite. As we discussed in this trial balance, that drawing is contra to capital, purchase return is contra to purchases, and sales return is contra to sales. So always these appear in the opposite side. So these were the tips in this module. So thank you very much for being attentive.